Well, here is that very letter, and Graham Jolly is in the studio with me right now. Great to see you again. How are you?
I'm nice to be seen. I'm all right, thank you.
Nice to be seen, absolutely.
When did I give you this? Was it the 13th of July?
13th of July.
Yeah, and you've kept it in your...
We've kept it. We had it in a locker, so for everybody at home who's, you know, slightly sceptical about these things, we've had this just in a locker, OK? We've not touched it at all. In fact, to the point where I was quite worried when I realised you were coming back on that we'd lost it. Yeah. But we haven't.
Have you signed it?
I've signed it, so my signature is there, although... I've just realised that's the same signature I use for all my official documents, so I'm going to have to change that now. It's been on the telly.
People ask me how I went about this prediction. Well, I had a dream, you see. I dreamt about... well, I won't go into it because it's caused... Well, shall we open it? Do you want to...
Do you want me to?
Yeah, you better open it.
OK, all right.
Don't let me touch it. The producer said, no, you're not going near it.
I will never let you.
Perfectly normal.
Absolutely. Right, OK, so I'm going to open this letter now. So in this is the result of...
Yeah, well, the result of the Tory leadership.
To our next Prime Minister.
That's right, yes.
And this was predicted... on the 13th
of July.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to sharpen up. OK, so...
Let's rip it open. Inside, Patrick, inside you will find...
Yeah, OK, fine.
Everybody at home see me.
That's about right. There we go. Yeah,
another envelope for security purposes. Yes.
OK, I hope we can. Yeah, OK, there we are.
Remove that, would you?
Let's remove the other envelope. Hang on. It's all went a lot smoother in rehearsal. No, we're joking. There we go. Right, OK.
Don't ad-lib. Now you have another envelope.
I've got another envelope.
You can tear it open with your hand if you like.
Anywhere like.
Yeah, just down the expense. Inside, Patrick, you will find a piece of paper, a prediction, which I wrote on July the 13th.
Yeah.
Would you remove it, please?
I will remove it. OK, yeah.
It's a small piece of paper. I'll tell you why.
Where's the camera? There it is.
Because sometimes I've done this and people have x-rayed the prediction. I didn't want anybody to see. Would you unfold it, please?
So it's a tiny little piece of paper that I'm looking at now.
Unfold it, if you would. Unfold it.
I'm going to unfold it. Here we go.
Kindly read out.
Can I read out what it says?
It says...
I predict the new Tory Prime Minister will be Liz Truss. PTO.
PTO, turn it over, would you?
Turn it over.
Before you read it out, did you know on the 13th of July...
This is mad.
Yeah, did you realise on the 13th of July that you would be wearing that tie?
What? It says nice blue tie with dots.
I had a feeling.
What?
You see,
how did you do that?
Well, it's intuition, instinct. I studied you when I was here. Was it 6 weeks ago? Now, people will say to me, "How did you get the name Liz Truss?" Well, I had a dream. I dreamt about Liz Truss. It's caused all sorts of stress within my marriage. Yes. I also had a dream about Penny Mordaunt. Is it Mordaunt? Mordaunt, because she was a magician's assistant. But it's mostly a dream, and that's how it goes about. Do you play cards at all?
I've been known to dabble every now and again.
OK, imagine you've got a pack of cards in your hand.
Imagine I've got a pack of cards, man.
Look through the cards. So when I flip my finger, name the first card that comes to your mind. But don't go for an obvious card like the Ace of Spades, because people say that. OK, would you got one?
Yeah.
What is it?
5 diamonds.
5 diamonds. You know, this is extraordinary.
Really?
Yeah.
Surely not.
Yeah.
He's already blown me out of the water by guessing my tie. I did not even own this tie 6 weeks ago.
I know. What card did you say?
5 of diamonds.
The 5 of diamonds, because I always keep with me a pack of cards. 52 cards.
52.
I'll pick that up in a minute.
That's all right.
One card, I don't know if you can see it, one card is reversed. Try and take an interest, Pat.
I am.
The one card... Patrick, you thought of the 5 of diamonds.
5 of diamonds,
it's uncanny.
Oh,
it's the very same card.
It's the 5 of diamonds.
Thank you so much.
He's an absolute pro, this guy. So you've successfully predicted, by the way, just before we move on to other things, successfully predicted who the next, well, we hope, potentially, who the next...
Yeah, I mean, some people will say, oh, but you said it would be between Richie Sunak and Liz Truss. Yeah. So, it wasn't such a great prediction. But I must say, in my defence, Your Worship, no further questions, in my defence, at the time, there was about 12 or more people in the ring. And I had a feeling it would be one of those two, but I've committed myself. I really feel that is the correct result.
It is worth noting that at the time, of course, there were numerous different people potentially in the running.
Yes.
You whittled it down to 2, then you whittled it down to 1, and on top of that as well, you even guessed which tie I'd be wearing 6 weeks down the line. What else have you got for us?
Well, okay, would you stand as
well?
I don't mean can you stand, but would you stand?
I think I can stand up. OK, right,
This is a game. I'm going to guess how your reactions will be 3 times in a row.
3 times in a row?
If I'm wrong, there's 20...
Am I looking at you?
Yes, you're looking at me. £20 if I'm wrong.
OK, see you in a bit, mate.
OK.
What? OK, all right, OK, go on.
OK, £20 if I'm wrong. All right.
If you're wrong.
Now, we need a small object. I just found that someone's lost a button. I'll just give you a button.
OK.
And if you would just put it behind your back.
Behind my back?
Behind your back. And put it in one of your hands.
OK.
And then bring your hands out, would you?
OK, all right. Try to make it so it's not so easy. Yep, there you go.
Now, I just want to... I want you just to concentrate on the location of the button, but don't say anything.
Okay.
If it's in this hand, I want you to think of Rishi Sunak. If it's in this hand, I want you to think of Liz Truss, right? Rishi Sunak, Liz Truss. Rishi Sunak.
It is.
And there it is, everybody. Okay,
yes,
well, it could be luck. It could be luck. Could be luck.
There we are.
Just try it once more, would you?
One more. Yeah, fine.
Either hand. I mean, sometimes people stick to the same hand, thinking that might throw me. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't think you do that to me, because you seem a very honest person. Now, this time I want you to lie. I'm going to say to you, is it in this hand?
Okay, oh, wait.
Just say no. Just say no.
No.
Is it in this hand? No. Is it in this hand? Just say no.
No.
Okay. Okay. Don't worry. If it's in this hand, I want you to think of...
Am I lying now?
No, you'd lie.
Okay.
If it's in this hand, I want you to think of Joe Biden. If it's in this hand, I want you to think of Donald Trump, right?
Okay.
Joe Biden, Donald Trump. Joe Biden. This hand.
Yes.
Oh, good. Once more.
Okay, one more for luck.
Okay, the last time. Behind your back.
Behind the back.
Now, hold your hands like that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. There is a tendency. It's just a little bit lower. There is a tendency. There is a tendency for people to move the hand which contains the object. So just try and keep the hands absolutely still. A slight movement, but you're not giving much away. If it's in this hand, I want you to think of the colour red. If it's in this hand, I want you to think of the colour blue.
Okay.
Red or blue. Think of it. Red.
Yes, again.
Marvellous. But can I have my money back? But the interesting thing is, you thought of Rishi Sunak.
Yes.
Joe Biden.
I did, yes.
And red.
I did.
And on the note before the performance, I wrote 3 things.
No.
I don't know. Can the viewers see that?
And you can listen if you're on radio. It says.
It was to say
Sunak, Biden, and red.
And red. Well, that is extraordinary. Well done. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Have we got time for one more? Probably not. No.
We've got one. You've got 1 minute. Can you do it?
Minute? Yes.
Right. You can do it in a minute.
Okay.
Quick fire magic.
Quick fire magic. Look, here we go. A picture. What do you call it? Picture folio.
Picture.
Everybody see that at home?
Elvis.
You got Hitchcock. Marilyn Monroe. Okay, just flick through it, would you?
Flick through it.
And,
it's the photo album.
Okay, open it somewhere. I got my back to you, all right? Look at it. No, tell you what, close it. Just open it somewhere, and then hold it open towards your chest.
Okay, fine, yeah.
Okay, look at that person, all right?
I'm looking at that person.
Okay, now close it. I couldn't know that, could I?
I don't think so.
Donald Trump.
Yes, it was. That's weird.
May I look? It was Donald Trump.
It was Donald Trump. There you go.
Yeah, it was Donald Trump.
And it was huge. It was the best. That's the best bit of magic I've ever seen in my life. That's so good. Well, let's be fair. How orange I am at the minute, I do look a bit like Trump, actually.
Very much.
But thank you very much.
Oh, pleasure.
You are an absolute genius. A pleasure to have you on the show. And please do come on again very soon.
Love to.
Oh my.